Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com. I just realized I don't have my computer handy. Okay. I'm here at a different time, but on my usual day. So typically I am here for Thursday night stamping, and today is Halloween. So number one, I figured nobody else would be here because it's Halloween and a lot of people are handing out candy. And for me, I have my grandchildren coming tonight, and these are the grandchildren that live here in San Antonio. They're going to be trick-or-treating for the very first time, and they grew up in England where trick-or-treating isn't really much done, and there are 3 kids and the oldest is 5, so we're thinking they're probably just going to do a little bit on our street and then come inside, and I think they're going to have just as much fun handing out the candy as they will, excuse me, going around to pick up candy. So they're coming over earlier, and I'm doing dinner for everybody. Well, we're just doing a taco bar. That way it's easy for the kids. Hey, Kelly, thank you so much. And it is my birthday. I am a Halloween baby. So thank you for the birthday wishes, Kelly. I appreciate that. And welcome, welcome. This will be a little bit different because it's the time of day. Other than that, it will be pretty much the same. So I'm hoping that maybe you'll hang out with me on your lunch break. We are at noon today, and I think we'll probably be done in about a half an hour, maybe 35 minutes, depends on how much gabbing I do. So I think I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera down. I did want to I was all set up this way with my camera from when I had done my stamping social on Monday, and I just hadn't changed my little tripod contraption around, so I thought, well, I will just go ahead and go live this way for today. So give me just a moment, and I'm going to flip the camera down, and we're going to do some stamping. So before I do that, let me just tell you that today is the day for my online card class. Typically I do this once a month. So if you place an order with my host code, which I will show you, you can get the 3 card packets for free in the mail. And if you do a $50 order, you're going to get an embellishment. Now, I can't even promise you what embellishment it's going to be right now. Things are kind of rocking and rolling with the availability of products. It is that time of year as we're getting kind of near to the end of the holiday catalog. Actually, it goes to the first week of January. But this is that time where people are just doing a lot of crafting, and so things begin to sell out temporarily. Hello, Pam. I'm so glad you are joining me today for a little bit of lunchtime stamping. Okay, now, thank you for the birthday wishes, Lena. I appreciate that. Okay, so now I'm going to, this is a little bit different. So I have to flip the camera down, and let's see, I have to turn it the other way. And I don't, there it is, the little camera. Okay, here we go. Okay, pretty smooth, not bad at all. And I've got a little bit of shadow here. Oh, that's my computer. Okay, pretty decent spot here to do my stamping with you. So I want to start out with a Magnolia Mood card. And I wanted to show you, I'm going to do a fair bit of show and tell today because sometimes I kind of forget to show you some examples, other examples besides what we're actually going to be stamping. So I am using Magnolia Mood. This is one of the online exclusive stamp sets. I'm actually just using the stamps today. There are some beautiful, beautiful dies that coordinate, so that will actually stamp out the flower image that I'm using today, but also some really flash stamps, flash dies. So you can do a lot of things with them. Now, I used Magnolia Mood for one of my recent online bingos. So online bingo is something I do every month. We are on the second Wednesday of the month, and these were the make and take packets. So what's great about this is I really work to bring you a packet that's going to give you some fun things to work with. I think one or two of my people used Magnolia Mood. Everybody else used different flower stamps, because the reality is your packet will allow you to change up what you're using. But you got the, with online bingo, you get a packet with all the dots and the ribbon and the 3 cards, so that even if you don't win one of the prizes, you still get a free card class. So that is actually coming up. I do this on the 3rd Wednesday. No, hang on. Second Wednesday of every month. Yeah, second Wednesday. So let me show you the cards for this month, and then I will do today's card. So the cards for, I say this month, for November. So in November, I'm featuring Everyday Greetings, and I'm going to do an Everyday Greetings card here today. But you get all of these pieces, and you can see where you could actually use any greeting stamp set. I really like this fun fold. I typically do a fun fold. Not every single time. And of course, this one's very sweet and simple. So these are the 3 card packets that come with the bingo. So that is on the second Wednesday of each month. We actually hold it in a private Facebook group, and that has worked really, really well. So that is coming up, and registration will close pretty quick. So I will put the link in my description when I close this out. So I'm going to use Magnolia Mood and do something totally different with it. Love, love, love this stamp. And this is what your packet looks like when it comes to you. So this is free with a $35 order. And let's see what we're going to do. Now this is Bubble Bath and Magnolia Mood. I really love the way these two go together. This is the vellum, gold vellum, I think it's called. No, this is called Mercury Vellum. And I think it's in the holiday catalog. It's really pretty. So what I like about this kind of a card is you could use it for a host of different occasions. I do like the cards I do in most of my classes to be very versatile. And this one is especially so. Now I'm going to actually put this layer down right like so. And I'm just going to use a little bit of the liquid glue. Now y'all know, if you've been around here very much, liquid glue is not my favorite thing. However, it's really good for holding down vellum. And this vellum isn't too fussy putting down, because it has all that mercury glass imprinted on it, so it's not going to show through. When you have just a straight piece of vellum, it typically shows your adhesive, so you have to be really strategic about putting it down so that none of your adhesive shows through. So this is super, super simple, but that gold really, really jazzes things up. Now we are going to do a simple layer right here. Now I am missing, I'm missing the, there's the tag. Okay, so let's do this, the flower first. I love magnolias. Hey, Marlene, I'm so glad you're here. Now, when I'm stamping one of these really large images, I typically like to take my stamp pad and do it upside down. I just feel like this is a lot more effective, and I don't have to worry about where the ink is going. I can see it exactly. Now, I'm going to turn my magnolia so that it's just right like so. This is a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. It has some amazing artwork. But for this particular card, I'm actually going to change things up. And I wanted to do a love card. So these are excellent greetings, but I'm going to use something different for this one. So let's move that, and I'm going to take this little, this is from the Unbounded Love, so I have this little die here, and this is such a cute stamp. So let me show you. This is from Pocket Thoughts. And this, lots of love. You know, I think this card, because of the elegance, because of the gold, because of the greeting, this could be an anniversary card. This could be a wedding card. It could go in a lot of directions, and that's what I mean about having a super versatile card. So one card that could be used for so many different occasions. Hey, Jackie, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you very much for the birthday greetings. Now, do I have any of my adhesives? No, I don't. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I think this is all I need. So I'm going to just layer this. Well, did I get one that's all out? No, got a little bit. I can see my red, so I know I'm getting close to being out. Let's see if it'll last through my Facebook Live. We shall see. So that layer is going to go right there, and I can see I got a little bubble there. That's one thing with this. It wants to, got to get it flat. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then I am going to put that on dimensionals. You see how that pink and gold is just a very elegant look? So in my mind, this could be for anniversary. This could be for birthday. It could be for wedding. It could be just, I want you to know that I love you and I'm sending you some happy mail based on that. So I think this, there's a lot of, this card has long legs and could go in a lot of different directions. And so I think that although I do love the dies in Magnolia Mood, no, what's it called? Magnolia, yeah, it is Magnolia Mood. And I'm using Moody Mauve, so it's all about the mood on this card. This is an online exclusive. I think it has a lot to recommend in it. And, my tag is here. So I'm actually just going to pop that there. I don't even need any dimensionals on. Yeah, I do. Let me put a couple of dimensionals. And I'll show you the difference in kind of the placement, how you place your, oopsie, I guess it helps if it's right side up. I'm actually going to do it like so. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to use, this is the trio of pearls, I think it's called. These are actually, I think they're out of stock right now. So again, just a reminder that you can get the 3 card packs for what I'm demonstrating today by placing an order with my host code. So this is a brand new host code and everything is there. So boom, done, dusted. And what I love about this is, like I said, super versatile. And also, you know, any floral that you have would work really well here. I think the one that some people were using that came out really well was that prized peony that we had a couple years ago. That turned out really pretty with this, well, I'll show you, with the ones that we did for bingo here. So, and I do like to, like on this one, I used all Misty Moonlight so that you only have to get out one stamp pad when you're doing the what do you call it? The bingo projects. So yeah, you're right, Jackie. This is an elegant card. Super simple, super simple. I did get a little bit of a buckle there on my vellum. And I think I got a little bit too much glue. There I am with my, oh, look at there. It came right out with my bone folder. So, yeah, me and green glue, we don't really get along, but sometimes you just have to use it. So, card number 1, done and dusted. Now, card number 2. This is fun. We have a lot of fun elements here. And in this card, I'm kind of showcasing another online exclusive. This is the paper that's called Meandering Meadows, something like that. And again, kind of, I've used this quite a bit. And let me just show you some other examples. So I actually used this for Card Club back in, I think, like April. And this is the exact same scene that I have here. This is a fun trifold card that we did and this is part of my stamp club, and I do have that here. So that's a monthly card class by mail that I do. Here's some of the back side of this set of designer series paper. Here again, using the back side. And then here is another one of these beautiful scenes. So I think that, and this is kind of, again, kind of all year round. This is, to me, very summery. And this is a little bit more of, I don't know, again, kind of year round. And then this one, I love the scenes in this are just so pretty, very impressionistic. And then last but not least, here is the other one. So lots of great colors, and see how you have these watercolor wash backgrounds. So many great things. And that is in our, again, online exclusives. So that is a great set of papers to have. And here I have actually run it through on the postage stamp die. So this is the way your card kit comes to you. And I'm going to use Everyday Greetings. Again, you could use any greeting stamp set to complete this card. But I did want to point out to you, I think this is, again, an online exclusive, seems to be the theme today. I love when you can mix the print font and this really pretty scripty font. And I'm going to mix them for this card. You may have not been as aware of this particular stamp set because it came out at the same time as this one, which has been enormously popular. I've used the heck out of this stamp set. This is the one that has the really gorgeous tag dies. Well, all of those work with this as well. And this stamp set's $21. It's photopolymer, 21 bucks, a great deal. So let me show you how we're going to put this together and what our options are. So I have run this piece. We're using a Balmy Blue card base. And then I ran a piece of Blueberry Bushel through. This is that Dashing Designs. I really like it. I forgot my ribbons. Let me go grab those really quick. Use this one on both cards because it's handy and I didn't pack my ribbons. So my favorite way to do ribbons across a card like this are to run it across first with a decent amount of seal to secure it. And this is going to be stuck down, so I'm actually going to go ahead and put my seal all the way around this layer. And that is going to be ready to put down. But I particularly am paying attention to these little bits right here because I want to put my piece of ribbon about 2/3 of the way down, and I want to press my ribbon into that seal. I really, really like, the fact that you can secure your ribbon with the seal. So that's now ready to go on the front of my card. And again, this is Blueberry Bushel and Balmy Blue. Really nice blues together. And now I am going to take this. Now some people, you could turn it over, get a totally different look, but I really want all of this impressionistic painting look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. And there's a dimensional back. I don't want that. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of dimensional backings that hang around my house. Find them in all sorts of places. This is the life of a crafter. I have my my daughter and my husband are both born on November the 4th, and 4 days after me. And so I've got my my daughter's box. I've got to get in the mail today. So she and her family live in Virginia, but I'm going to send it priority. It should get there with no problem. So isn't that just pretty? I love the way you see how the balmy blue is picking up the little bits of blue in my little kind of Monet type. Now, what I'm going to do, type painting. Now, I'm going to put, this is from that Golden Greenery, green, something like that. It's the holiday one, again, in the online exclusives. And I really, really love the dies. And I am just going to grab, here we go again. Let's see how I can do. Let's see if I can manage to do this with just a tiny, tiny bit of glue. I just want enough to secure it so that these are not, I don't want these little tiny leaves like flying off my card. So I'm going to just do a little bit here and there. Don't need to do the stem because it's going to be tucked under my label. Hey, Crystal, thank you for joining me, and thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that so much. Now, this is going to go right on top here. And look how, yeah, okay, it covers up some, but it's kind of peeking through, and I like the texture that it brings. So we've got flowers, and then we have leaves, and it all works together. Now, let's take that Blueberry Bushel ink. If you didn't actually, yeah, I used Blueberry Bushel. You could use Night of Navy would also work really well. But this Blueberry Bushel, to me, it's like a classic royal blue. I really, really like it. Now, I've gone ahead and mounted these two together. You could stamp them separately, but it is nice to be able to just kind of put them on there, do it all at once. And then this, I probably got those a little bit farther apart than I intended, but they're okay. This is actually one of the dies from Unbounded Love, another one that I used in my card club. Usually for Candy's card club, I really endeavor to pick stamps and or bundles that are really versatile. Because you're making 8 cards and I want it to not be too like niche-y. I want it to be cards that a lot of different people would enjoy and that you will enjoy making as well as giving. So here is my little birthday wishes greeting, and I'm just going to pop it right there, and I have put it on dimensionals. Now, I need just, it's really pretty good right where I am, but I'm going to add a little bit more, just those little final touches. So I'm going to come back here with my ribbon, and this is my favorite way to do this, is I'm going to come back under here and I'm going to thread it. So my ends, hopefully, are secure. Let's give a little tail here. It's going to be easier to thread, and that is going to go right underneath there. Grab the tail, and then I like to cinch it up. I think it just keeps, I don't want it to look flat. I apologize. I think I keep getting out of camera range. It's a little bit, when I use this particular tripod, it's a little bit lower than I'm used to using. So you see how that kind of cinches that up, and I like that look. Sometimes, like if you just go in here and stick the bow on or stick the knot on, it looks a little bit flat. So I like that look. Now my tails are flying a little bit, and if you don't want them to fly like that, you can just put a mini glue dot on each end, but I'm actually okay with that because once I put it into the envelope, in fact, look there, I can just tuck that right underneath my die cut. And you see how when you use that postage stamp die cut, it just kind of brings a lot of texture and a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for, interest to what I'm doing. Now, I really could not decide on an embellishment for this that I was really going to like. So I'm actually going old school, and I've got, I hate it when that light, reflects there. I am going to color some of my rhinestones. I think I'm going to go hog wild with my rhinestones, and that's going to pick up just a wee bit of this, the silver in the ribbon here. So let's bring these. Oh, now you see I've got that nice big gap there, so that's going to be perfect for putting some of these. And I'm actually just going to kind of poke them in so that they are sprinkled throughout my little Monet art piece. Love, love, love the artwork on this paper. And this design really allows the paper to do its work. So you see how it just picks up a little bit of light, and super simple. So again, this is, you get these 3 card kits free when you place a host code order through Sunday. So that is card number 2. So let's see, here's number 1. And, no, sorry, this is number 2. Here's number 1 right here. So there's number 1, and there's number 2. So let's go number 3. These are very much all occasion. You could use these any time of year. Number 3 is definitely a winter card. So we are doing more blues. Used a lot of blues today, and I am using frozen edges. This is from our holiday catalog. I really, really like this. Let me show you a couple of other things I have done with this. And let's see, where are those samples? Oh, before I leave that, here is another sample showing you when you use the scene. So more online exclusives with that Meandering Meadow, I think is the name of that paper. Okay, frozen edges. So I did, this was a little favor or a pillow gift that was part of my retreat earlier this month. And these are faux snowballs. Isn't that fun? Love, love, love this snuggle up and hope for snow. Now, I live in South Central Texas, so we're, snow is definitely a hope. Now, if you live in places where you get piles and piles of snow, you may not be hoping for snow. But these are some cards that show this frozen edges. I really, really like it. So here's that same greeting that I'm going to use for the card I'm going to show you in just a minute. You see how it also has these really nice snowflakes in the stamp set right here. The dies, though, to me, I'm usually all about the stamps. These dies I love. Love the way you can create these icicles. And then this one shows this other one. And really nice, both of these are really nice edge dies to be used for, your winter cards. So, and then you still have like some little snowflake dies and stuff. So really great set from our holiday catalog. Now this time I'm using boho blue, and I'm using, this is the Winter Meadow designer paper. Now the way you do this, if you want to do this, you could use the other side, but you just take 2 pieces of designer paper, stack them together, and thread them into your trimmer and just slash them. I think it adds a lot of interest. I think it's an interesting, unique, kind of off-kilter. It's just different, and I think that has a lot to recommend it. Kind of keeps things interesting with our card designs. And designer series paper behind stamps is my absolute favorite product from Stampin' Up. So I am a big paper lover. Stamps first for me always. And how are you going to make a card, handmade card without stamps? I do love my stamps, but the designer series paper is right behind that. So there you go. You see how that has such a nice different look than just the one paper. Now I'm going to layer this. I picked up this blue here, which is boho blue. You could probably get away with doing Night of Navy. And I do like having this layer of Mossy Meadow because it picks up the greens in the the greens in the greenery in the leaves. So don't need that there. Now, I originally used a different ribbon on this, but couldn't lay my hand to it because I didn't have it ready in time. So we're going to change that up just a wee bit. And this is, again, this is part of that Everyday Greetings labels. And I just cannot emphasize these enough. So here's the stamp set I use. Here's the Christmas one, but the dies are just outstanding. I have used the heck out of these dies. So I highly, highly recommend them. So this is card number 3 in my free class. So you can get all 3 of these card packets with a $35 order with this host code through Sunday. And if you want to top up that order to $50, I will send you an embellishment as well. No guarantees on what that embellishment's going to be at the moment because it's kind of, some of the embellishments have really been out of stock. So it's kind of whatever I have or can get a hold of. Okay, snuggle up and hope for snow. There we go. In Night of Navy on top of boho blue. And this is, again, super simple. Now, if you didn't have this stamp set, it'd be really easy. You could put a birthday greeting there because you're going to get the label with your card packet. But you could put any kind of a greeting on here. You could put a happy birthday. You could actually put, this could actually be a really nice sympathy card. If I were doing a sympathy card, I wouldn't put bling on it. You could put a thinking of you, a thank you. This could go in a lot of different directions. I'm looking for these. This is what I need right here. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm actually, instead of threading my ribbon through that, through the hole, I'm actually going to do it a little bit different. And let's go like this, right smack in the middle. And then I'm going to take this same ribbon. Now, originally I used a different ribbon, but this is what I could find. So what I'm going to do is just slash that. And can I find a mini glue dot? Maybe and maybe not. Let's just do that. And we'll turn it over like so. Now I have to have a mini glue dot because I'm going to tuck it right under here. Isn't that sweet? That little, just that little bit of silver that shows up there. I really like it a lot. But I probably need a mini glue dot. Let's see. Can I find one? Yes. What I can always find is the ones left over from my paper pumpkins. So we get so many glue dots with paper pumpkin, which I'm really grateful for. Okay, so let's see. I think I better take this top off first and then grab the glue dot. Is it there? Nope. Okay, let's do it here where I can see it a little better. Well, yeah, let me go find my other glue dots. If I hadn't already stuck it down, I would be okay, but I already stuck it down. So I will get my glue dots off of here, the roll. And that, what I'm going to do is tuck that right under there. And then I can take my ribbon tail and put it there and just press it. And then it will stay put. Fan those tails out just a wee bit. And now, you see how it's very subtle? It just gives me a little bit of shine there. And now I'm going to use these. These are in the annual catalog. They are called iridescent faceted gems, and I think they look like little snowflakes. They actually are versatile. They don't always look like snowflakes, but when you put them on a winter card, I think they have that just that really nice sparkle to really look like a snowflake. At least in my mind they do. I like them a lot. So I'm going to actually stick them on the tag and not on the paper because I think they might get lost in the shuffle on the paper. So there we have it. There's card number 3. And again, this is my free online card class. So there is card number 3. There is card number 2. And there is card number 1. You get these packets for free. When you shop with me through Sunday using this host code, I will have this linked in my description. I thank you so much for hanging out with me today here on October 31st, Halloween. This is my lunchtime edition because I'm going to be with grandkids trick-or-treating tonight. So I wish you a very safe Halloween, and however you are choosing to spend it, whether you're staying inside and turning out the light because you don't want anybody coming to the door, or whether you are handing out candy, whether you're at a party or taking your kids or grandkids, I wish you a very safe Halloween. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, I really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscribe. Same thing actually here on Facebook. If you follow my page, you get notifications of when I'm going to go live and things like that. I don't post a ton here, so you're not going to get flooded with a lot of notifications. And if you heart my video, it just makes my heart super happy. So thanks again for tuning in. Take care and God bless.